So we're going to do some division today. It's a review. It's something we already know how to do, but I just want to make sure that we're solid and that we know how to make sure we get this all done. All right, so we're going to do it on graph paper today. Not just a little change up, do something a little different and make sure that our alignment is what it is. So the goal here is, if you're a big writer like I am, that you keep within these lines, okay? So we're going to do problem number 1. And this is our worksheet. So clearly, straightforward division, no remainders. So we should have a solid answer with no remainders when we get finished with this at the end, okay? So I'm going to take this away because we're going to take this very first problem and we're going to write it on our paper, just like it looks, okay? So we're going to have 2,562 divided by 7. Now, a lot of people will say 7 divided by 2,562, but that is not the case because we write it as 2,562 divided by 7. All right, so we're just going to get started. We're going to jump right in. Our multiplication fact should be strong by this time of the year, so we know what things go into what things. So we're going to take a look at this. Make sure you stay in the boxes. In the boxes, we'll make sure that you have the proper alignment. Okay, so we're going to take a look. Does this 7 go into this 2? No. So no number should be here on top of this 2. Okay, does 7 go into 25? Sure it does. 7 goes into 25 3 times. And then we do 3 times 7 is 21. And we subtract it. Draw a line, staying in the boxes. 5 minus 1 is 4. And then 2 minus 2 is 0, so no need to do anything else. We're going to bring this down, keeping our little arrow in the box. 6, coming on down. Now we have how many times does 7 go into 46? Well, I don't know. Those 7s, they could be a little complicated. 7 goes into 46 6 times. Because 7 times 6 is 42. And we're going to subtract it there and draw a line. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. No need to clutter up our paper with extra numbers we don't need. So no need to make that 0 there. Okay, and then we're going to bring this arrow all the way down, and then we're going to bring down our 2. Now we just had 42 here, so 7 goes into 42. We already know 6 times. 6 times 7 is 42. 2 minus 2 is 0. This time we want to make sure 42 minus 42 is 0, so we have no remainders or no need to add a decimal and some zeros. Okay, so there's no need to do that. So there's sample number 1. And you can work this way or you can work down. Totally up to you if I were you, because our paper actually goes across. In order to make sure that we get the right assignment in everywhere, we're going to put our 2 right here. This is number 2. And the problem for number 2 is 9,000, 305 divided by 5. So we're going to write that right here. Okay, we went down 1, so we're going to go down. We're going to put our 5, and then we're going to put our bracket. Be very careful to get these into the squares. Take your time. Make sure it's neat and it's done correctly, and that our division, house, box, whatever you want to call it, is nice and solid so that we know we don't combine our numbers there. Okay, so we're going to start right off. And I'll do this one with you as well so that you can write that down. This time we start with 5 into 9. 5 goes into 9 1 time. 1 times 5 is 5. Put that little 5 right down there and draw a line. 9 minus 5 we know is 4. Use your fingers if you need to. And then we're going to bring our 3 down. 5 goes into 43. Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's how you would do it. And this would be an 8 because 8 times 5 is 40. And then we would subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3. We don't have 4 minus 4 is 0, but there's no point. Don't clutter up the paper with an extra 0 that you don't need. Okay, we're going to bring this on down to be a 30. 5 goes into 30. Well, we know it goes in evenly, so we're going to do it. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That would be a 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Keeping it in the boxes. Remember, we're in the boxes. Well, 30 minus 30 is 0. But now what do? We're not done. We still have this 5 hanging out here. We have to include it, so you're not finished. 5 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Now you're finished. So our answer to number 2 is 1,861. So there are 1,861 5s in 9,305. All right, the rest is up to you. Have fun. There's 9 on the page.